Hi, this is Tiffany, and the purpose of this particular screencast is to show you how to access a screen recording of your iPad screen. So screen recording is a relatively new-ish feature for iPads, and it's really great for teachers and being able to record lessons or directions or however you choose to use that. But I'm going to walk you quickly through how to set this up and then maybe throw in a couple of suggestions for you as you make your own screen recordings. So the first thing that we need to do is you have to customize your control center menu. Now you may not know what that is, but you've seen it before. If you take your finger and you go in the upper right hand corner of your screen and you drag toward the middle, you get this menu of options. So what we're going to do is actually add the option to screen record to this menu. You can see my option is flashing red at you right now, and that's what we're going to be adding. So I'm going to swipe that out, and in order to do that, you're going to go to Settings on your iPad. So when I go in Settings, on the left-hand side, we have, of course, all of our menu of options. I'm going to scroll down about midway and find the one that says Control Center. When I click on Control Center, I get the option on the right-hand side to customize controls. I'm going to select that. Now, of course, mine is already in the Included menu, but yours is most likely found under More Controls. So you'll find the one that says Screen Recording and tap the green circle with the white plus sign. Once you tap that, it will move up here to the Include, and you can test it by taking your finger in the right-hand corner and dragging it toward the center, and now you should see your screen record option. I took a screenshot of what that looks like since I can't show you that with my iPad screen the way it was. It's right here, so right in the center you can see it's kind of blacked out, and it has that white dot in the center. Okay, so once you have the screen record option in the control center, you will hold your finger on that icon, and I'm going to say hold. So when you hold it, you're going to get a little option that pops up at the bottom that says Allow Microphone. Now, if you don't want to record your voice for whatever reason, it's going to default to no sound. But if you want the sound, you're going to need to hold your finger on the icon and go down and select the option to allow the microphone. And then you'll hit the record button, and it will give you a 3, 2, 1, and then it will go live. So you can see my live button in the top right hand corner right now. It's a rounded rectangle that's red with this, it looks like the target symbol to me, up in the right hand corner. And as long as you see that, that means it's recording anything on your screen and anything that you are saying. Now that includes any background noise that's going on around you, so you might want to be thoughtful of that. I'm going to show you a couple of things. Let's say you want to use this to teach a lesson. Now, if I'm a primary teacher, I might choose a whiteboard app such as DoodleBuddy. And so if I pull up DoodleBuddy, I can pull up my paintbrush and I can do some basic math or whatever math you're working on. I know this is very simple, but you could walk students through a math lesson. Now imagine if you're a middle school teacher, you're using a different kind of whiteboard app and doing much more complex math problems than I am capable of doing. So I'm going to stick to 2 + 2 = 4. And the fun thing about DoodleBuddy is, of course, the stamps. So the fun maybe they work out a math problem, and they can always take a screenshot of this and submit this to you. But just wanted to show you, working out math problems, it would be very helpful for your students, would be very helpful to the parents trying to help your students. So that's definitely one option. Or maybe you really want the students to hear your words and your thoughts on a book or whatever that is for you. Just know that it's very easy here on the iPad. Now I have one last question that I want to answer that was brought to me, and that is, can students see my face? The answer is yes, but we're going to trick the system just a little bit, and we're going to do that by clicking on the camera icon and right now it's set to a forward-facing view, and I'm going to turn this around. And I want you to keep in mind, I'm in e-learning costume mode, okay? So I'm going to turn this around, and here I am. And one thing that I want you to keep in mind, if you do use this camera app and you do want to speak to your students, in order for them to feel like you are looking at them, you will need to look at the camera on your iPad. Now that sounds really easy, but it's very simple when you're doing this, and maybe you haven't done very many, to look at yourself on camera. And when you do that, notice I changed my viewpoint. Now it just looks like I'm looking off into space, which is kind of strange. So for your students, you want to make sure that you're giving good eye contact with that camera. Of course, if I had a whiteboard behind me or I had math manipulatives in my hand, they would be able to see those as well. You absolutely don't have to put your face on camera. The options are limitless, but just know that if you wanted to use the camera option, it's going to record everything on your screen. I did not have to hit the record button on my camera. It's just recording what's already here on my screen. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this view because it's kind of scary, and I think that's pretty much all I want to go through. So in order to stop your recording at any time, in the upper right hand corner you will simply tap on the red live button, and when you tap on it, a menu is going to pop up, and you're just going to simply hit stop recording. Once you hit stop recording, that video automatically saves to your camera roll or your photo library on your iPad, and it's as simple as that. Then you can upload it into Canvas or send it through Seesaw or your social media accounts or however you like to send your videos, but it's there, it's an option. And I hope you enjoyed this recording, and I hope that you enjoy screencasting on your iPad. Thanks.